All right, what's going on, family? How you holding up today? All right, it's nice to be back live and utilizing StreamYard. I love StreamYard. Like I said, Zoom can kick rocks. I'm just playing. I still utilize Zoom all at the same time, but hey, it's Thursday. Thankful to be alive and well. Let's connect with one another. Let's enjoy one another. Let's make money moves together. Let's engage. Hopefully one of my brothers comes on, have a conversation, and go from there. You know what I mean? Hopefully people I don't know come on, and have a conversation and go from there. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. Slowly but surely making things happen. That's my mindset. So it is all good in the neighborhood. So we got one person on Facebook watching. How you doing? Whoever you may be. Like I said, I got the link in the chat room. Basically, there's been talks. The first round of stimulus has happened. It's all good on that one. Now, what is is the next round of stimulus, as far as the stimulus checks are going to take place? Who knows? Now, if you don't know, months ago, about a month and a half ago, I think some people still are receiving their stimulus checks, due to the CARES Act and whatnot. Okay, great. Now some people got couple $100. Some people got up to $1,200 and whatnot. And obviously, people who were have children and things of that nature, they got $500 a piece for their kids and all that good stuff. And for some people, it worked out well, and for some people, it didn't. If you made too much money, then obviously you didn't get a check. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. And I've been harping. I'm like, hey, this is a good thing. First off, I don't take political sides. I don't care. I talk about money moves, economics. Okay, so I said to certain people, if you're still working, you receive this check and you didn't have a good significant amount of savings, use this as a good time to put the money away. Don't use it as a good time to buy a nice phone or a watch. I just put a post on Facebook that says, before you think about upgrading your life, your phone, why don't you think about upgrading your life first? And I think that a lot of people don't think about their lives like that on a regular basis, upgrading their lives instead of worrying about upgrading their phone. My mindset is if your phone works, that's all that matters. if it, like a car, if it runs and stops, that's all that matters. Because if it's looking brand new and pretty and it's not making you any money, like a lot of people make money off their cars via various services from Amazon to Lyft and Uber and, et cetera and so forth. And that's a different story. Hey, people even rent out their cars nowadays. So I think that's cool as well. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about perspective. And if you're on YouTube, yeah, definitely call in. I'm ready to engage with people. That's why I do this. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's really what it is. It's like if the second round of stimulus check passes, what are you planning to do? Or if you have don't have another round of stimulus checks passing, then what are you going to do? A lot of people are counting on that extra check or extra checks. Just depends on what the Congress and the president does. So it'll be interesting, at the end of the day. But what did you do with your first check? What are you planning on doing with your second check? A lot of people paid off some debts, which is a great thing, because now's the time to not have any bad debts if you can help it. Life happens, especially if like my buddy always says, if you have a medical issue and you don't have the money, then yeah, you can get screwed and get thousands of dollars in debt. So it just depends on the situation, depending on how you look at it, calling it a day. You know what I mean? But like I said, the chat is open. I'm ready to have some stimulating conversation. It will be interesting to see how this all pans out at the end of the day. But we'll just see what happens and go from there. You know what I mean? Keep it simple, is all I always like to say. But yeah, man, we're going into July pretty soon because today's already the 11th. So the year's halfway over with, and more and more states are opening up. So we're going to see what happens. I know there's been cases where they said in areas like Arizona and Texas and Florida, there have been an increase in certain cases, but that's all speculation. I don't know for sure. That's what I've heard. If there is so, I'm sorry to hear that because I don't want anybody to get sick on any level. But I understand at the end of the day, we have to, I was telling somebody today, we have to get back to some sort of normalcy eventually. Not at 100%, no. but we do have to get back to some sort of normalcy to where we are able to go out and enjoy life again. You know, I mean, most people are just tired of being at home. Like I said, myself, I'm not going to go jump in a pool or anything of that nature, or beach. But if you're going to do that, then that's all. You know what I mean? But if you're going to, I'm sorry, as my buddy hit me up. But if you're going to, go travel and go someplace, hey, just be careful. That's all I can say. Be careful and use common sense. I myself am ready to, travel and go somewhere in the next 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And next month I'm going someplace, so, and I'm just going to be careful in that regards. But at the end of the day, I know I'm ready to get up and go, because there's but so much one can do on a computer when it comes to doing business, when it comes to meeting people, and things of that nature. And nowadays, I know in the stay-at-home economy, the digital economy, it's normal for people to build relationships on the internet and with people that they've never met, and that's cool. That's fine. It's no problem at all. You know what I mean? But it's at the end of the day, it's just if you use common sense. If you use common sense, I think you'll be okay. I can't put it any other way than that. But life goes on. We will go on, and we're going to do what we have to do. That's my mindset. you know. Yep, I got a 100 on my post on Facebook. It was like, yeah, 100. And the quote was, look at upgrading your life before you decide to upgrade your phone. And a lot of people, they love having the best of the best when it comes to, a car, when it comes to a phone, and, when it comes to the house and all that. And a lot of times for a lot of people, it's fulfilling, and that's fine. If it's fulfilling for you, then that's cool. But for me, what's fulfilling for me is to have a life that I don't have to constantly vacation. That's just, there's no other way to put it on that note. That's me at the end of the day. So, I work hard so I can have a life that I don't have to vacation from. I make the moves I make in life, whether it's online or it's with real estate. I'm doing this to live the lifestyle that I want to live at the end of the day. If this is your first time tuning in and you're saying, who the heck is this guy with the sunglasses on? Basically, what Larry's Anything Goes is we sell e-commerce products, and we're part of an online affiliate marketing campaign. That's not a scam. It's known as Care Bars International, where you basically buy gold, you save gold, and you refer others so you can so that they can do the same thing. You can make money off of their gold contributions, gold investments, I call them, as they buy it and save it, and they do the same thing and refer other people to do the same thing, and people can make commissions, and they can get paid every single week. So that's the whole purpose of that. Larry's Anything Goes. Then the other aspect, I have Patterson No Properties, where I basically wholesale real estate. Don't know what wholesaling real estate is? It's basically being the middleman or woman looking for a distressed property or motivated seller, person who wants to get rid of their house. And depending on what happens with the next bill that's going to be passed, because the expiration date on people not being able to pay their mortgages and pay their rent is about to expire, unless Congress and the president decide to basically prolong that, put an extension on that and whatnot on the next bill that they decide to pass. And obviously that's on them. Okay, now in this situation, I'm not hoping for people to lose their homes, but if you're a person that doesn't want to worry about going the traditional route of selling your home, you have a wholesaler like me, call and you say, hey, do you have any specific investors that might be interested in purchasing my property? And I say, well, let me check and I'll see, and I'll do an inspection of the property, run some comps and whatnot, and you tell me what you want for it. I'll tell you what you might be able to get for it. And then, obviously the negotiations go from there. And then when the buyer comes, he or she might make an offer, and then you go from there, see if the seller is going to accept it. So in a sense, you're just another area of being a real estate agent. However, you just don't have a real estate license, and you're just operating on specific contracts and whatnot. The profit usually comes in where the wholesaler sells the property, has two different contracts. One contract is from the buyer, one contract is from the seller. Give you a great example. Say if I'm selling the property for 200,000 from the buyer says the seller says I want 200,000, and I put it out there and say for 220, so I can make a $20,000 commission or whatnot. And the seller buys it at 220 or maybe 215 or maybe 205 or maybe 210. Either way, that's where the title management company, once we go to closing, will write out a check and write out a check to me. And, you go from there. Once I show them the two different contracts, make sure everything is on an up and up, and you go from there. Now, it's either the title management company or an attorney, depending on the state that you live in. But that's just the gist of being a wholesaler and whatnot. And in today's market, you just never know where that's going to go. But with the, really the whole purpose of this broadcast is like, hey, are you willing to, what are you going to do either way, whether you get a stimulus check or not? Because for some people, it just kept them whole, especially if they had that. To me, it's like if you got your stimulus check and you were getting a good amount of, a good amount of money from your being laid off and whatnot, you were living a dream in a sense. You probably still bored out of your mind from sitting in the house, but you were living a dream in a sense, my personal opinion, But hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. Like I said, I'm just enjoying life and I'm ready to engage with people, See who else is out there. I know people are busy, so like I said, it's all good in the neighborhood. And like I said, I really just do this because I want to engage with people. Today's pandemic, you don't get to really engage with people as much. And even I still understand what people love to get into drama on social media. I've never understood that. Even when I was younger, I was just like, I got better things to do with my time. But some people are different. Everybody's different. So, sounds like the ice cream man's in the house. We had some rain earlier, so you just never know. I guess they figure, hey, we better do this now because I know we're going to get some more rain later. But it's all good in the neighborhood. See if anybody watching. Like I say, hey, I know exactly what I do. If I got another round of stimulus, I know exactly what I would do with the money. We have a lot of tax liens coming up right now. So I would put half of that money into buying another tax lien property, so I can flip that property. And the rest of it, I would put in the Larry's Anything Goes in regards to marketing and whatnot. So I could sell more of my products online, but that's just what I would do, because like I said, for some people, it's a great business season. And for a lot of people, it's not a great business season, but hey, it's just all how my mindset is it's all in how you interpret it, interpretation and all that good stuff. So it's up to you what you want to do and how you want to do it. And then you go from there. You know what I mean? And speaking of which, since we're talking about my online store, here is the link if you're interested in checking out any products. All right. And basically, I sell a bunch of retail products. It could be, from socks to shoes to clothes to face masks, medical face masks, to avoid the COVID-19 spread, things of that nature. Anything you want, we got it. At Larry's Anything Goes. That's why we call it Larry's Anything Goes. Because I'm Larry and anything goes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all good. Hopefully, or Dalen to call in. Like I said, I just do this broadcast about 30 minutes. They call it a night. Ran shorter on Sunday. I was happy about that. I was actually happy I got to talk to my boy Akil. I haven't talked to him in forever, so it was nice to see him and all that good stuff. So, like I said, at the end of the day, life is good, and with or without the new stimulus check, we're going to continue to push on and push forward. That's my mindset. We're going to continue to push on and push forward. Don't ever let any negative haters come at you in a crazy way, because you got so many people out here that want to stop on your dreams no matter what the situation is. My personal opinion, and I don't have time for that. And if I was you, I would not even try to engage with people that want to stomp on your hopes, dreams, goals, and aspirations, because some of the people are just stuck in their comfort zone. I'm never going to understand that. Especially now what's happened nowadays, you can't afford to be in your comfort zone. That's just my personal opinion. I'll leave it at that. But some people are, and that's their choice. You know, Me personally, I'm just like, nah, I got more things to do in my life. So, you know, got to rock and roll, got to keep on making those money moves, and got to associate with people who are about doing it. Because, at the end of the day, to me, if you're an adult, you're supposed to discuss business. And when it comes to the next stimulus check being passed, hopefully it is, because it'll, be a nice boost to a lot of people's economy, and obviously the economy all at the same time, because what are people going to do when they get money? They're going to spend it. They're going to spend it. So at the end of the day, it's all about making those money moves. How you want to do it is up to you. Get the financial literacy and get the financial education, because that really matters nowadays. A lot of people, I know everybody misses sports and whatnot, but why don't you make some sort of financial literacy a part of your sports catalog? And then you never know what might happen. You know what I mean? We're your own brand, we're your own team. You know what I mean? It's like this is my brand. Take this down. Hide that, and let me hide this. Yeah, this is my brand. Larry's Anything Goes. So I'm voting for my team, like I vote for everybody else's team that's in business before I vote for anybody. Before I'm worried about any NFL or NBA team. That's how I look at it. You see it in the corner. LP, the money sign. It's not just about buying materialistic crap. It's about buying assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, gold, things of that nature. I mean, you see down on the bottom line, the ticker that's going on, talking about, hey, sign up with the Care Bars International link. Hey, the link is in the timeline. It's in the comment section. Interested? Matter of fact, let me put the link in there as well. And then you can go from there. You know what I mean? It's all about collaboration. And that's why I'm live right now. I want to collaborate with everybody. Straight up. It's not about me. It's definitely about you as well at the same time. Hey, how you doing, Jill Alexander? If you'd like to call in, please do. You can engage and have a conversation. Appreciate the like. Appreciate the like. But yeah, put this in the comment section. So yeah, like I said, in the comment section, you see the StreamYard link. If you want to call in, we can engage and have a conversation. It's right there. Let's engage. It's not just about me. I just put the Carrot Bars link in there. So I will show a different link on Facebook. All you have to do is sign up as an affiliate. It's free. There's no monthly fee. You purchase the gold whenever you want to. You purchase the various different packages when you want to, and you go from there. You know what I mean? And once you sign up, I will personally give you a call, and we'll have a conversation, and we'll go from there if you have any specific questions or anything of that nature. But like I said, I'm all here to engage with you all, man. I don't just like talking to myself and whatnot. I want to engage, and like I said, if the second stimulus check pops up, hey, it's an opportunity for you to create a home-based business, because I don't know if you've noticed within the last 2 years, most working people aren't even getting the same tax write-offs that they used to get. You know what I mean? People who own a business on some level, on some way, and people who not even just own a business, who are 1099 employees, are getting way more money back in their taxes. I was talking to a guy today. I was having some work done on my house, and he's a self-employed contractor. But he actually doesn't own his own company, but he's considered a 1099 employee in a sense. So he's not W-2'd. And he says within the last 2 years, he's gotten way more tax write-offs. And because of the extra money, he was able to not only purchase his first home, but he's thinking about getting his LLC so he can get more tax write-offs and whatnot. So he can, have the best of both worlds, you know what I mean? And be able to deduct a lot more. So I'm just saying, it's just different perspectives, different strategies, and looking at different ways for you to engage and whatnot. That's all I'm saying, and we all need to figure out different ways to engage with one another and, get better tax write-offs and incentives and whatnot, so that we can not only get more money back, but we can help others at the same time. Because it's not just about, me. I got all this money. Oh, I'm the best. Yeah, look at me. It's not about that high school crap. That's what I call that. It's about being able to uplift others and have them uplift you. I call it keeping currency in your circle, meaning that you having currency conversations, even if you're not quote unquote, as the old people would say, breaking bread with one another, but you actually engaging with one another and exchanging ideas with one another. People that and it goes from whether you're in a fraternity, whether you're part of a social club, whether you're a part of a council of some sort, corporations and government agencies, they have these different councils. That's a great way of keeping currency in your circle, because having that social capital is just as important as having financial capital. I say that all the time, and I think when you do your darndest to keep currency in your circle, then I think you open the door to not only have a better life with yourself, but for your family all at the same time, And to me, when you're around great positiveness, and when you're around greatness, and when you're around people who are where you want to be or where you're trying to be, your life can get so much better, and it could just take you to a place that you never thought of. That's why people talk about college, the experience of being actual university. It's way more impeccable to physically be there, even though a lot of people love taking online. Well, heck, nowadays people have no choice but to take online classes. But that experience, that network of people that you're with can really change your life. People that join the military, and for those of you who have, thank you for your service. People that join the military, they have that social capital around them. People that are in law enforcement, they have a sort of social capital, relationships. You know what I mean? And the crazy thing is, I love reading books about relationships and how to build better bonds with people and how to engage with people. Because believe it or not, I'm not the most biggest social butterfly. For those who know me, they know that I'm not the biggest person that socially engage with people on a regular basis. Obviously, it's easier for me to just talk in front of a camera and whatnot. But I'm not the biggest social butterfly on the planet, but I do try my best, and that's why I've been trying to go live more so I can engage with people. So, like I said, link is in the chat room. Call in. We can have a nice discussion, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook. Let's have a discussion and let's go from there. And let's keep it positive. Like I said, I'm not on here to argue. That doesn't get us anywhere. Let's engage and let's move forward. The goal at the end of the day is to make everyone better, no matter what level that you're on or what matter level that you're trying to be on. The goal at the end of the day is for people to get better and engage with one another and see where we're trying to go, as a whole and as a community. You know what I mean? So, like I said, the link is in the chat. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on if we did get a second stimulus check. What would you do with the money? If we don't get a second stimulus check, then what is your plan? You know what I mean? I know tax season is about to come to an end. I got mine done back in February before this whole crap happened. Thank God. So, I was happy about that. It reminds me why I love to get my stuff done early and not late. But yeah, so tax season's about to end. What are your plans? What are your engagements? Things of that nature. So almost 30 minutes. So I'm gonna give it another 6 minutes and I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah. Yeah, I'll call it a night. Always got to get that Gatorade in. And then, that's all she wrote. But I love engaging with you all. Thanks for the like, Jill. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, let's keep it positive. Let's engage. Let's go from there, man. There's no other way to put it. you know. Out there might want to engage. Just never know. Just never know. But like I said, it's all good. Another week down. This week has gone by pretty fast. I'm surprised about that. These weeks are going by faster and faster. It's like the summer is going to be gone before you know it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, wow. But hey, such is life. We'll see how the rest of this year pans out. Trying to definitely move forward and go from there. today's situation has slowed so many things down, but you just never know. You know what I mean? But we'll get there. We will get there. And it's like I said, what do you got going on? What are your plans for the rest of the summer? Taking your family anywhere, since we don't really see the chances of many events happening or whatnot. That's the thing that sucks. I think I got an email yesterday about I love going to comedy shows, and all the comedy shows are done for the rest of the year. It was actually kind of a blower to see. The comedy shows are only live, and you can't really go to the comedy clubs and whatnot. I'm like, that kind of sucks. So, you know, it is what it is, though. We'll see what happens. I mean, and that's another thing. A lot of people that work, that's somebody's job right there. So a lot of people that work at those venues, and I know the unemployment's about to dry up. So hopefully, for those people that are in that predicament, hopefully they decide to maybe just open those places up temporarily, just not allow as many people in those places, so people can work. Maybe if not everybody's working, then somebody's working. You know what I mean? But you just never know. You just never know. I'm glad I got to see a couple comedy shows at the beginning of this year. Like I said, because it's crazy. I had all my quote unquote fun in January, but was obviously wasn't expecting this. And then when all this went down, I was just like, wow. So that's what I said. Family, work hard, but definitely play hard at the same time as much as you can. But nowadays you got to be extra safe. And hopefully, with the quote unquote second wave isn't like the first one. And hopefully people are just, and I'm hoping not, because I'm, hey, hoping that people are just a lot more cautious in their endeavors, and they don't try to get too crazy with being out there, and they just enjoy life, but just practice some social distancing. I know a lot of people think it's nonsense, but here's my thing: better safe than sorry in this life. I don't like playing Russian roulette with my life. I'm not acting like I'm scared or a chicken or all that nonsense, but I've never been in the habit of playing Russian roulette when I don't have to. So that's my mindset. Straight up. That is my mindset. So it is what it is. Life goes on. Yeah, ready to see what I can do. Evening's basically over, but hey, business can still get done. That's my mindset. Business can still get done. So see what happens and go from there. So got a couple more minutes. See what happens. See if anybody wants to call in, have a discussion. Our folks on the West Coast, man, I love them to death. That's one thing I can say with sincerity. I just can't wait to get back west. DMV, there's nothing in the DMV for me anymore. Just a job. All I can say on that note, just a job. But yeah, like I said, in fact, let me see. I ain't fucking doing nothing. All right. In fact, let me see. My boy Terrence is up. Right. Hey, what's going on, Big Money? And not much. I catch you while you cleaning somebody's carpet. All right, man. Well, go ahead and get that money. I figured I'd just hit you up, see if you had a moment, but I know you're always a man on the grind. So, okay. Well, I understand. You got to do what you got to do, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the summertime, so I'm sure you're going to continuously get more and more business deals. Hey, that's a good thing. Stay busy, right? Because but the time it slows down, then you're going to be wishing it was there, right? I know that's right. All right, brother. Well, take it easy, and I will hit you up, man. It's all good. Yeah, it's Terrence Alexander. I've been trying to interview him for a minute, but the man works, full time job, driving trucks, CDL driver, and he has a carpet cleaning business. Matter of fact, I'll put his information out there because I know me. You can hit him up if you need any. If you live in the DMV area and you need any carpet cleaning services, because it's all about everything going on at the end of the day. That's no matter what part of the country you're living in. One thing I will say, everything boils down to the money and economics. Get your political affiliations. You're going to be who you're going to be. I don't care about that. Everything boils down to the economics because the home you live in or the car you drive, you got to pay for it one way or the other. Even if you don't have a car note, even if you don't have a mortgage, you have to pay. It's called property taxes, it's called insurance, and it's called maintenance. You have to pay. So, with that being said, economics means everything. And I don't understand why so many people don't. One thing I've always been taking my economics very seriously. But one thing I will say with sincerity, I've taken it more seriously ever since I started listening to the likes of a Dr. Royce Watkins, a Dr. Claude Anderson, a Tariq Nasheed, who else? A Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, Damon Johns, Russell Simmons, Mark Cuban, I can go on and on. Warren Buffett, people that talk the money, the business, I respect that a lot. And that's who I have to give the accolades to. That's like I was just talking to Terrence. He's out there. That's key. There was no money exchange, but that's another way of keeping currency in your circle. Okay, just engaging with people who are about business and are about doing things, and they have a good heart all at the same time. That's another thing that's very important. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to look for his card so I can. I got his phone number, but want to make sure I give the right information. So where's it at? Yeah, always got to give the accolades to the people because that's what it's about. You got to support your small businesses. Especially nowadays, man. People need it the most. That's one thing I can say with sincerity. People need that the most. And it's just to me, it's just the right thing to do at the end of the day, in my personal opinion. So just don't have the card. Well, nope. Oh, well, I'll just give his phone number. Keep it simple. So call Terrence Alexander if you live in Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland area. If you need carpet cleaning services, the phone number is 571 264 9996. Once again, Terrence Alexander's carpet cleaning services. Ask for Terrence Alexander. His phone number is 571 571 264 9996. And that's another thing. It's like with Larry's Anything Goes, I love to talk to people who are their own business owners. I plug my businesses all the time. I love to highlight other people's businesses all at the same time because, like I said, that's another form of keeping currency in your circle. That's one thing I really admire and respect immigrants in a big way. They do that in a big way. They're good people. They help people out, but they keep currency in the circle, whether it's friends or family. Period. Great example. This one couple. They have a karate studio and dog grooming services and a dog daycare attached together. This couple in Woodbridge, Virginia. Okay, I think they came from Peru or Peru, as they say. Okay, and they lived in a house with their family members. They worked for people for a minute. They got the money together, and boom, now they're their own bosses. They work just as hard, but they're not doing double. Now they're just working hard for one and one for themselves. So that's just another form of keeping currency in your circle. And they're not super duper rich, but they're going after their goals and aspiration. One's passionate about dogs and other animals, others passionate about martial arts. That's another, to me, that's financial lovemaking. That term I heard a couple of years ago called financial lovemaking when couples discuss money and making money moves and keeping currency in the circle, and not just for themselves, but for others because they hire their friends and their family. Another way of keeping currency in your circle, And with another stimulus check, that's another avenue for somebody to keep currency in the circle. But that's just my personal opinion, and I'll leave it at that. As like I said, I could go on a rant on and on all day about that, something to that effect. But it's one of those, it is what it is situation. So on that note, I did go a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it's all good. I wanted people to call in. Nobody could, but it's all good, And I guess you guys definitely have a good night. Like I said, I'll put these last plugs in. If anybody wants to call, that's what it's all about. Currency in your circle, friendships, and it's like I said, we've taken too much for granted in this life, and I think with this whole COVID-19 crisis, it's a lesson to be learned to never take anything for granted, whether it's people, whether it's your time, whether it's the job you work at. A lot of people haven't been at work in months. You know what I mean? Whether it's the people you lost. A lot of people lost a lot of people during this crisis. So it's nothing to shy away from or to snub at all. It's like, take this stuff seriously. Absolutely. I want us to get back to normalcy as much as the next person. I can't wait to get on a plane and fly someplace. I'm ready to go. I miss, being able to go meet up, have a business conversation with people face to face. You know what I mean? I miss all those things, but this had to happen for a reason. And I always keep saying, I just hope that people have perspective when it comes to the reality of these things. You know what I mean? And the reality of what can happen, what has happened, what can happen, and what should happen. So never take a day for granted. I mean, a place like Las Vegas that I love, like that's where I want to retire, was actually, shut down. I know they've opened it up recently with new rules and regulations and whatnot, but that's like one of my favorite cities in the United States, in the world. Even though I haven't seen the parts of the world, a lot of parts of the world and whatnot, but that's one of my favorite cities. And just that place being shut down, LA being shut down, that to me, that's very deep, because that's just the epitome of happiness in a sense, the epitome of freedom in a sense. My buddy Adrian could tell you about that. It's just like being in a different world, different atmosphere, different mindset, and it's just another way of keeping some sort of social capital and currency in your circle at the same time. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. For those who did, thanks for the like, Jill, Alexandra. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, I wish folks could have called in at least one, but it's all good. I will go live again. I will definitely go live again on Sunday, most likely. I will go live again if you're on Instagram, I'm going live on Instagram tomorrow. I'm trying to make it a habit to go live at least twice a week so I can engage with people and, get their ideas and get their perspective, at least once on Instagram, definitely once on StreamYard. And I like to go live on Sundays because I call it Thankful Sundays. What are you thankful about? What are you looking forward to in the new week and whatnot? Because, for me, every Monday is a new chance to try to accomplish something more and try to do something better. You know what I mean? So you do better, you live more, reach one, teach one, all that good stuff. And then you go from there, So that's my personal opinion on that one. And on that note, family, have a great day. I'll see you guys next time. Make money moves and be happy that you are alive and well and get to see another day. And if we do get another second stimulus check, let me know in the comment section what you're planning on doing with it. Okay, cool. It's all good, Dalen. Um, but yeah, yeah, keep currency in your circle. And just if you get a second stimulus check, let me know what you're gonna do. Leave it in the comment section. That's my personal opinion. I'm trying to get my boy Dalen in Baltimore to come on. But anyways, yeah, if you get a chance, leave something in the comment section. I see we got 2 people on YouTube watching, and now they're gone. Anyways, I'm out of here anyway, so it's all good. It would have been nice to have some conversations with people, but like I said, I know with me, because I'm not all controversial and loud and crazy and whatnot, that people don't like, some certain people don't like to engage, with the ratchetry. Now, my style never has been, never will be. I'm a let's be practical and let's be realistic kind of person. But a lot of people get off on yelling and drama, and I'm not with that, because to end on this note, I don't do drama, I do business. So let's get with it. All right. Have a great day, family. And obviously, don't forget to subscribe. That's free. Don't forget to like the video. That's free. If you're not going to sign up with Karatbars International, I understand perfectly. It's not for you, and that's cool. It's all about referral marketing, making money moves, and all at the same time, you're not going to purchase any products off the online store. That's cool as well. All I ask you to do is just hit a like, subscribe, and have a great day. All right, family. Take care.